Welcome to Dark Knight Films Reviews and another Hammer Productions night. Tonight, I will be reviewing The Phantom of the Opera. Released in 1962, The Phantom of the Opera stars Herbert, Heather Sears, Edward de Souza, Thorley Walters, Michael Gough, Patrick Troughton, and Ian Wilson. The Phantom of the Opera was directed by Terence Fisher. Now this one was written by Anthony Hines under his pseudonym, John Elder, based on the novel by Gaston Leroux. Now, I usually am into a Phantom of the Opera film, depending on how well it's done. I fully expect going into a Phantom of the Opera movie to be involved in sort of a musical kind of film because it is set around an opera. So I'm not, dreading the fact that I have to listen to opera singing in them. What I'm not expecting when I go into a Phantom of the Opera movie is a film in which the Phantom is not playing a character that he's more of a character that's stalking in the shadows because he wants revenge and is eliminating anyone who gets into his way. That is part of what the character was back in the Lon Chaney movie. That's what the character was in the Universal remake with Claude Rains. Yes, he can be portrayed as being sympathetic because he was done wrong and now he is out for revenge. But this version is just totally perplexes me because you cast a great actor with Herbert as the Phantom / Professor Petrie, as he was revealed to have been before he is disfigured. But it's revealed that all the torment and the killings, murders that are going on, that are being investigated, are not even him. He's not the one responsible. It's this dwarf played by Ian Wilson who nursed Professor Petrie back to health after his injuries. Now, this has been a thing with many of the stories going forward, that he is disfigured and everything. But this one does not have him seeking revenge. This one just has him lurking in the opera house in the shadows, seeing Heather Sears' character of Christine and wanting to help her, which is in line with the original stories. But the fact that when people might stand in his way, he doesn't really threaten them. In fact, the one scene where you look like you are going to get the Phantom out for revenge, he faces off with the asshole character played by Michael Gough of Lord Ambrose Darcy. And he just scares him off. He scares him off. That's all he does. And he doesn't even mean to. Michael Gough's character ends up confronting him and wanting him to talk to him and yanks his mask off. He sees his disfigured face and it scares him off and he runs off. So Herbert Lom's Phantom didn't even mean to scare him off. And by the end, the Phantom character ends up saving the day. It is a really odd way to take the story. Performance-wise, it's well acted. Herbert would have made an excellent Phantom had the story been more staying true to his vengeful origins. And some people might be, more enjoying the fact that this Phantom is not an evil character, and he never turns that way, or never turns vengeful to where he starts getting revenge or hurting people, killing people. But for me, it just did not feel like the Phantom. And it sucks because I love Herbert as an actor.
Thorley Walters plays probably one of his strongest characters I've ever seen him play in a Hammer film in this production.
Playing the character of Lorimer. And Michael Gough is amazing as the villain character. And you're wanting, at least I was, most of this movie, you are wanting him to get his comeuppance by the end, and all he gets is scared off. Pretty tame. And like I said, the real, killer in this, the person that's doing all the bloodshed and all the bad stuff, is this little dwarf character played by Ian Wilson. And it's like, what the hell? Terence Fisher directs this in his usual excellent style, so there's nothing against him on this. But I think Anthony Hines should have made it more of a revenge-style film. So my final review of Phantom of the Opera from 1962. I am going to give this film a 7.8 out of 10. It is not a bad film. It is not a bad film at all. But for someone like me that was expecting a more traditional, vengeful, Phantom-style story, I was sorely disappointed, especially considering, like I said, the actor that we had playing the Phantom in this with Herbert. But what do you guys think? Do you agree with my review? Do you disagree? Let me know in those comments down below. And, as usual, if you enjoyed this video, please do not hesitate to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell icon to be notified about future videos just like this one. And while you're by the subscribe button, click that join button and become a Dark Knight fan. Anyway, it's the end of another Hammer Productions night. Hope you will join me tomorrow for another action movie night. Thanks for watching.